What's up, everybody? Big Hurt Prison Talk. I'm here with the homie JC from Wrong to Strong, and we're going to kick some of these questions around that you guys email us and send us through the website. So, JC, a lot of people want to know more about like some of your life experiences, and I know we were chopping it up off camera, and you was talking about you used to do a lot of bodyguard work and work with some of the hip hop artists. Could you go into detail a little bit about some of the people you work with and some of the things that you've experienced in the entertainment industry?
I mean, I did some work with, DMX, Do or Die. Pretty much just, watch the back. I mean, it's what we do on the streets anyways. We're kind of like, got a good application for that. And make sure that they're safe. We tend to see things that normal people don't see because we have different superpowers, I call them, because we see things before they happen.
So how'd you even get involved in that industry, man? Because like a lot of people want to be bodyguards or security. How'd you even link up with that?
I mean, with DMX, actually, it was just, I built a friendship with him because of because of Kato.
Okay.
I call him my brother because he was like a father figure to me, so he was like blood to me. And he introduced me to him, and he wanted me to watch his back when I came out here to Arizona. And, I just was around watching his back, just, on some street shit. And then it just turned into, I don't want to say 9-to-5 job because it's way more than that, especially with D.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And then a couple of years later, I got a phone call from some old acquaintances that took over, Do or Die, and they wanted me to fly into Chicago and, take care of business, watch their back, do security. And I was always known, man, I'm a little guy compared to a lot of other bigger dudes, but I have an eye for things, and I take care of business. I'm a little pit bull, man. So,
but it's not all about size, though. People think like, because you've seen some big guys and they're big for nothing.
Yeah. I mean, I think my biggest gift is that I see things before they even happen. I always tell a story, of certain things that when I was a bouncer once at a strip club, we kicked this guy out, and I seen the look in his face. I read it in his eyes, and I knew he was going to his car to go get a gun.
Oh, you read it?
Yeah, and all the other bouncers were like, yeah, let's go outside. And I was like, dude, he's gonna go get a gun. And they're like, nah. I was like, I'm going inside. I'll see you guys.
Yeah.
As soon as I went inside, I heard the shots. One of the bouncers got shot in the ass.
Oh, wow.
And that's the thing is that I think when you're raised actually on the streets, and you've actually been through some shit, you see a lot of stuff happen before it even happens. You see it coming. Mm-hmm. All the signs are there. I mean, I'm pretty sure you still sit with your back to the wall.
That's right.
Watching the entrance, who comes in, who comes out.
That's right.
It just turns into a way of life. A lot of people ask me that, why do people get so big in prison? And I think it's because we have that flight or fight mode on constantly, that we're always watching, we're always, I'm getting a little bit off the subject, but I think it's something that we pick up on the streets. And it turns out to actually work pretty well with security work.
Yeah, because in prison, you have to learn to read body language because everybody looks the same as far as clothing. There's no, you got Gucci or Fila or you got Adidas on. Everybody wears pretty much the same stuff, and everybody has the same resources, and everything comes down to a knife, some type of poker, or hand. So it's like you said, you got to be able to see things and be able to think 2 or 3 moves ahead.
Exactly. So I always tell people that when you've done time, a long stretch, not little stretch, but a long stretch, you learn to read people's movements, facial expressions, and look into their eyes, because then you actually could see the bullshit.
Do you have any crazy hip hop stories, or something that you could speak on that was pretty people would outlandish as far as through your course of working in the industry?
I mean, women has always been a big thing in that field. I mean, it's crazy what women will do just to try and get backstage with one of the guys, or
people have no idea.
No idea. I mean, I'm pretty sure that they think, but no, it's pretty crazy what women will do, especially the groupies and all that stuff. But
so literally, they're throwing themselves at these guys.
yeah. I mean, I've never seen so many women just, and I was like, shit, like I have to work so hard to just get a fucking date.
Yeah.
These guys just get it on a plat, like
you got to remove it, like you got to go, huh?
And half of the time we actually have to escort the girls out and get them out the room because they don't want to leave.
Wow.
So it's pretty crazy. It's a life that I see how they could enjoy it, but I also see how it could get really bad,
Yeah.
So it's
a lot of baby mamas.
So yeah, that's one of them right there. But that's pretty much the biggest one, man.
Okay.
Because I think it's one of the biggest. It's like money and women are like
the two vices.
Yeah.
The two vices right there.
So
that's crazy. Well, man, I think it's cool, man, that you've had such a colorful life, man, and you've been around the Rough Riders. You've been able to kind of, live this life and hear and talk about it, man. And it's just amazing, man, because like I said, a lot of people, they don't bounce back from stuff like that, and you've been able to turn yours around and make it something positive.
I think it's funny because I've after my video went viral and I had a couple of my friends that went to high school with me and seen the old JC. I wasn't even JC back then. I was Brazier. That's what they called me. That was my nickname. And Malo, my boy Malo, he called me and he's like, yo, I don't mean this in a bad way, homie, but I would have never thought you would be where you at right now. And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, honestly, I would think by now you would be dead or doing a life sentence.
Oh, wow.
And it hit me hard when he said that, and at the same time, right after he said that, he's like, can you help me get in shape? He's like, I watched all your videos.
So you inspired him.
Yeah, and like I was telling you off of camera, that young little homie that used to ride with me in the car, now I get a chance to help him and his wife get into shape.
Okay.
Because like they see me doing it, and I think you make a bigger influence and a bigger motivation factor to these people when they've seen you do so many bad stuff that they respected you and feared you, but now you're positive. So now that I think it turns into like love and respect.
Yeah.
So like it's a good feeling, and I'm not gonna lie, like it's what makes me get up every day and actually walk the walk and talk the talk. Like I still have my little moments where I'll be lifting weights and somebody will try me and I have to be the bigger man and kind of walk away and just be like, because now there's a lot on the line now, and I'm still trying to grow as a male and get better and lead by example. But it's hard sometimes, A little young buck bumped into me the other day at the gas station and he's like, what's up? And I was like, man, not a damn thing. I just, I'm just trying to get some water, man. I said, I don't want no problems. And when I was leaving there, I was like, man, I feel like a little bitch right now. Like,
yeah.
But who am I trying to be tough for? Like, I don't.
You got a bigger purpose.
So it's crazy how you start to change, how you actually start to change how you think. So, it's a learning process, man. I'm still trying to get it right.
And there you guys have it, Big Herc and JC, Wrong to Strong, Prison Talk. Lockdown's over. Get your yard time in. Exclusively at FreshOutSeries.com.